start recording.
Oh yeah, we threw out your
Speaking of
freaking
tiring,
grandma
then,
sucks.
Yeah. Here we
She
go.
sure does. I kind of forgot.
My notepad.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even.
Wow,
I didn't
it's
even
like the
register
most
so hard about
stress ever.
Huh?
You
That
what?
was like the most stress ever.
Yeah.
I like just absorbed all your emotions and trying to.
Oh,
Here you go. Take- I got you.
Take it
well,
back.
you can
I
maybe
just
choose a
cried on
path
the phone.
towards
I was like, I
conflict
swear
there.
to God, if you
Oh.
fuck me out of $1,400, he's like, worst case scenario, you just claimed fraud. Like, you didn't get the money,
Yeah.
your trip was canceled, like, just go through your card. And he's like, go through this avenue first, like,
Oh my gosh.
it's fine.
Um,
I will get my money.
yes, you will.
Maybe I won't go to Spain this summer.
All right,
You can
recap.
try.
Session 37. The
We're gonna
politics
play
begin. Recap. The party reunited with their long-lost friend, Prince Bracken. Hattie was gifted a rare horn from Queen Lazuli for her bravery, promising fairy support in her hour of need. All of Strixhaven then gathered at Witherbloom campus for the annual Witherbloom Hunt. This showcase of Witherbloom campus was heralded as one of the longest-standing traditions of Strixhaven, short of the Oracle selection process. The party prepared for the hunt for the pink skink and were transformed into animals and randomly sent all over the wildlands. Using their investigative skills, they evaded many of the natural predators and slowly honed in on the skink itself. Along the way, during one particular cornering of the skink, Obi decided to use his one-use wish spell, gifted to him through his temporal exclusion tattoo, to
Nice.
change his altered genetic wood elf form back into his Kalishtar body, reclaiming his identity and his powers. The party discovered quickly that merely catching the skink wouldn't be enough to capture it. It wouldn't be enough. They debated a number of solutions until Hattie magically began to communicate with it in her lion form. The skink appeared to suggest that the only way to Beladros would be to kill it, a thought that horrified the party. Hattie took the plunge, slitting the throat of the creature, and was magically transported to the small fairy cottage, the home of her ancestor, Beladros Witherbloom. The reunion was met with much approval from the commanding Witherbloom matriarch, who was all too pleased that Hattie had embraced the two opposing, or maybe complementary, philosophies of Witherbloom, growth and decay. Hattie expressed her horror at the solution to the Witherbloom hunt, which was quickly dismissed by Beladros, and she began to bring Hattie up to speed on some of the tenets of her master plan, the destruction and, quote, cleansing, unquote, of Strixhaven campus, excluding Witherbloom. Beladros continued with the apparent assumption that Hattie was fully on board with this plan and intended to serve as her right hand. Hattie listened attentively as Beladros freely confessed to being the one to teach Kithri the ritual to open a portal to the negative plane and was behind her recruitment to Strixhaven. 2, that she was the one to transport the Demigoth Titan from its home to Arcavios. 3, that she has no intention of stopping the Titan as it makes its way to Strixhaven to claim the 1,000 souls promised by its pact maker. In fact, she directed Hattie to begin fortifying Witherbloom campus from the imminent attack. And last, that she is prepared to be the one to rebuild Strixhaven once the Titan decimates the other 4 campuses, claiming all of Strixhaven for herself. She claimed full knowledge of Geordie and the Auric, praising their role in the destabilization of campus, saying that destabilization would contribute to division and make the campus more vulnerable to the attack as if they failed to unify against it. While she claimed to have never met Geordie personally, she did have a vague knowledge of his parents' enslavement to Asmodeus, but didn't seem to care. Hattie made an effort to challenge her ideology, but was swiftly shut down. Hattie withheld her knowledge of the location of the newly acquired Sphere of Annihilation, drawing intrigue from Beladros, but no immediate consequence. Beladros gave Hattie her prize for winning the hunt, a dryad leaf allowing her to move magically between known trees and plants, as well as a scroll outlining the process of the ritual to create a tear in space into the negative plane. Beladros revealed that Professor Spade of Threes would be prepared to release the shadow monsters from the negative plane to protect the campus once they opened the portals. Hattie kept her opinions mostly to herself, and Beladros sent her back with an assurance that more directions would be coming soon. Just before leaving, Hattie pieced together that the skink is likely magnifying Beladros' magic to unnaturally powerful levels. Upon returning to Wilfrid Hall, Hattie was celebrated as the winner of the hunt, and Delta's insight pieced together what she feared most, Belladrosa's betrayal of them all. But the news wasn't over yet. As the celebrations commenced, Shushu gave a surprise news report, the sobering reality that the reigning oracle Jadzi was dead.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
The party has one remaining quest to recover the Vitae Prius, the staff of Lorehold from the past, but has plenty to discuss. And I will let you catch up in chat, but what you should know is, after whatever discussion you want to have, you have a request from Dean Pelinistra to come visit at your earliest convenience.
Oh, Pell.
Good week for
Old
Hattie
DP
and all her
yourself.
magical items she got.
Boom, boom, boom. Way to show up for your
Not jealous.
campus, I guess.
A real skink slayer.
Slayer of the skink.
You need to add that. You know how, like, in Game of Thrones, Daenerys gets, like, these...
like 20 names.
Oh, there's like killer of skinks and like mother of dogs.
Yeah.
Wait.
Skillets.
Nice to see you guys, buddy.
So are we in the little dive bar?
Oh, that'd be a good place to be. Sure.
Yeah, I think we're just like, did we long rest? Probably.
Yes.
And
You,
we are 11.
you should be at level 11.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
So Hattie, where'd you go
Yep.
when you slit the throat of the pink skink?
Yeah, I just am gonna relay all that.
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Cool.
This
Thanks for being
is
cool.
Yep. All the things that happened, I say them.
Wow, your photographic memory is one of my favorite things about you.
Okay. Was one of the Geordies possibly the killer? Because we know that like young Geordie was in the trial, but could it have been another Geordie?
That's true.
First question. It could have still been Shad because it was heaven.
I mean, it
I
could
don't
have
know.
been Jojira, Geordie,
No.
Geordie Prime, Geordie.
Also, which is more priority?
Like, I can do a Jack and Coke. We could do
Which is more in priority for us?
whiskey. I have...
The Oracle? The staff?
Honestly, that sounds
I know they're like both priorities, but if we're gonna rank them,
I mean, the staff.
Well,
Oracle's dead.
I mean, she's already dead. What are they gonna do? Kill her again?
Yeah.
right? Because I think
That's spirit.
As every action movie I've seen, you can't die twice.
I mean I don't know why she was being hunted is the thing.
I mean,
Because
yeah.
Bella wants to be wants someone from Witherbloom to be the next Oracle.
Oh,
But the Auric want Jordy to be the next Oracle, and he's not Witherbloom, right?
I think Jojira is gonna campaign for it.
That is nice, thank you.
If I remember.
So
Does anyone else want to
if
mark?
Jordy's ultimately working for Bella,
So they have like their goals are aligned, but they're not on the same team.
But Bella
Okay.
likes the Oric.
Yeah,
but
she
do they know that they're actively going against each other on this?
no.
Because that could be to our advantage if pretty much pin them against each other.
Good point. Good point.
I felt like she wasn't that invested in the Oracle anymore because she's just planning to
To
be the
burn this
school.
mother to the ground.
Yeah.
Belle?
Yeah.
My grandmother?
Yeah.
I'm not handling that well, just for the record, everyone. I'm really,
That she's like the worst.
yeah, I'm kind of struggling with that. Like, I felt...
That she was the worst. Was she mean as a kid?
I don't...
Yeah, you guys don't really
She had
like
some
her
abusive
anymore,
tendencies.
right?
Well, she's my grandma, but, like, at this moment in time, yeah, I'm not, like, the biggest fan of her. She's trying to mow us
Yeah,
all
but your
down.
grandma's trying to commit
Yeah,
genocide.
so if your grandma tried to kill us, you'd pick us over your
Is she
grandma,
orange,
right?
by chance? Like, what color is her skin?
I just really want to applaud you guys for the way that you're handling this, considering that Fanny said she's having a hard time processing it. I just want to applaud you guys for your true assholery immediately after that statement.
Yeah, but remember
We're
that
full
time
of
when she
that,
like
actually,
yelled at
so
you
thanks for
killing
acknowledging.
Buffy, so that was kind of shitty.
I mean, yeah, but, like, family.
It's tough when you lose respect for someone that you had. I get
Since
Wow,
a
what a
wee
guy.
little child in the Shire, everyone.
yeah.
Orchidshire, the Shire.
Thank
that's
you,
your home?
Obi,
That was in
for
the class?
acknowledging feelings in
Grandbella
a
wants-
respectful way.
Wants you to be the next Kithri and perform the next ritual, so...
I mean, can we, like, play both sides of this? Like, we have people on the Auric side, and now we have people on the Bellatrix side.
How do you know?
That's not even her name.
I mean, I think it.
Garrett.
Bellatrix?
Yeah.
I think it'd be good to tell Joe Gyra that the thing he made a pact to like give his soul to is like coming for him.
Hey,
Him.
oh my God, what is your
Mm-hmm.
name?
Where's that empathy now?
Sorry.
Delta, Hattie.
Delta.
You're Delta. She's
Hattie.
Hattie.
Your name is Delta. My name is Hattie.
Sorry.
His name is Gareth.
Garrett.
Gareth.
Maslin.
Yeah.
Nope.
Too many trials. We just had a bit of amnesia.
Is there any timeline that could have been the pact that Geordie made to the demigoth is the reason his parents are where they are? Or did that
No,
always
because
happen first?
the older guy is the one who made the pact. The teacher.
Still, my question stands.
I'm
That's
trying to
more
think of who are
confusing.
you asking that question to?
You.
Me? That I'm not going to answer. I will let a character. I'll let you speculate as much as you want, or
I
find
will
someone
ask
to
that
ask.
to
The
Paladin
unknown
Strap.
fairy that's been a bartender in this bar the whole time.
Macklin.
Hey!
Remember those wish spells?
Yeah, we all got them. Except, shout out to
Obi
Obi,
used
welcome
his.
back.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Oh, let's take a moment to celebrate Obi being back.
Which,
that
to be
realistic
clear,
we do, though?
his wish very specifically was the next morning. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't have happened right away when all that. You would have woken up and then, right?
Yeah. So
So this would be the inaugural reopening.
right. Reopening.
Reopening.
A grand
Do you have
reopening.
inspiration? Good
I think let's workshop that a little more.
I would just. Where are you gonna? I don't know. Use your wish spell.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Just
So
out of
I was
curiosity.
thinking...
Well, you can't really say it without getting tatted.
We have a plan. for
No,
our
I got a
spells, I
ring
think.
on, so this is gonna hurt a little bit. My face might fry.
But like, do we need to do that? You're already.
I think I know what you mean.
A hint about thing.
I was gonna address my forearm skin wardrobe
Yeah.
with my
Foreskin wardrobe.
Ew, I hate it.
Can we go back to opening?
Yeah. I like this idea.
but with the wish spell.
Foreskin?
Yeah. He's working on his.
That
foreskin
seems like the
attire.
guy.
Got it.
That's the guy.
Tracking.
We are one
Yeah, ditto.
weird phrase from having to completely restart this entire session.
You're not up on this to YouTube anywhere.
Yeah, post production has a lot of work ahead of them.
We
Anyway,
should probably talk to Pelinistra, though, right?
I mean, she's a pretty cool lady. I'm team Pelinistra. She's got a good head on her shoulders. She's pretty team us.
Yeah.
I
I
also
think we
wondered
can
if
just kind of throw everything at her and be like, what should we do?
I wondered if maybe we could take some of the strategies that Belladros has for protecting Witherbloom and just go ahead and protect the whole campus, like opening a negative plane ring around like the whole campus, if we needed to. But
I do remember an idea I was thinking about is what if we just went and told every dean of every school what we know and just like kind of incited a civil war against Belladros.
I don't hate that.
yeah, let's.
I mean, I feel like we all could
Like surely we're in the right
all
like
talk to our dragon ancestors and
why
say
don't we
like,
do
hey,
a
Laura
Hogwarts
Hogwarts situation?
TV and just
oh, ask for a 2020 primetime shoo segment.
And just put like a target on Hattie's back.
ooh, an anonymous
That would be
source.
on Hattie. We wouldn't
Because
just
Hattie's the only one who has been told this information.
And Belladros would know that she's a traitor.
fair. Like,
Plus, we have so many students who are already vying for like order and stuff, and I feel like it would just create civil war, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
Also, I don't know why you think we should talk to the teachers. The teachers are like actually famous for not intervening in or getting involved in things. So
Yeah,
I don't
this
know
is-
what the point of that would be.
This is one of the thresholds they can interrupt with. This like life or death or like preservation of the school.
Do they care?
But they
About
didn't
the
intervene with the
policies
Kithry thing,
design.
so like clearly the line isn't as liney as it seems.
My grandma's trying to murk people. I never thought that would happen. Like, it's, I don't know. Maybe
Is there a difference in their constitution between like a student doing something and other professors who are trying to take down the school?
Correct.
Who would be able to tell us that information?
Helmistra.
We could
DP?
yeah.
Yeah.
DP yourself.
DP. Let's
One
go.
of these times I'm going to tell you what that means.
What does it mean?
Yeah.
dog park.
It means something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
So
let's go talk to her.
yeah. So yeah. See if she's pro Civil War or not.
I have one thing I want to do before we leave this point, but let's keep going.
I think we're good. So if you want to let her rip,
I'm gonna take out.
the trash. We've never done that.
No.
This dive bar is
It-
filthy.
Take out Macklin.
$9 and no one's ever.
I'm gonna take out the Deus Oro,
Okay.
and I'm going to try using the divine intervention feature,
Okay.
which if it's successful, and it probably won't be, can't use it again for 7 days. But I'm going to contact the god Bahamut
Okay.
and see if he in his benevolence would release his son Shadrach's Silverquill from his current torment of
Ooh.
death.
Can you get more specific? What do you mean by release him from his torment?
I know that he's experiencing a death curse, something daily.
Like Grandpa's Day, right?
Yeah, and I don't
Okay.
know
So like shield him from these premonitions or this.
because he's experiencing it too.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
I don't know if I can intervene beyond that because I don't know what else is there. But if that will at least,
Okay.
that is my prayer.
Hang on. The divine intervention in 2024 is different than the divine intervention in the originals, and so I'm trying to remember what the language around that.
I can
is.
read
Do
it.
you have it?
Yeah. Divine intervention. A specific deity must be petitioned. Imploring the deity state requires you to use your action. Describe the assistance you seek. Roll the percentile dice. If you roll a number equal to or lower than 20, the deity intervenes. So
Then
small-
20.
yeah.
Right, because you get to cast it at a level 20. Okay. That's with the Deus Or. So let's just paint this picture, though, because I think this is very, very cool, and we've never done this before.
Yeah.
You put the crown of Shadrach Silverquill on your head.
And I think,
Damn, you look so cool.
well, I think my eyes go like black and silvery.
Not cool.
Yeah, it's not. It's a little like
Well, it's
oracle-ish.
platinum. Like, yeah. Right? The
Is-
platinum dragon?
Well,
like if that's
oh.
who you're beseeching?
Well, I was just thinking about going into like an oracle state.
I love it. I love it. Okay.
Maybe
Professor
like, maybe
X
like
with
all
the,
stars. Just like
I think you
numbers.
need to like float off the ground just a little bit,
Oh,
Okay,
right? You
sure,
know?
I'll take that. This is going to go really badly if I roll like a 35. Right.
You go to float.
We're all just like playing darts off at the side or something.
23!
So it doesn't work.
But your prayer is noted.
Okay. Okay.
He like
Yes.
files it away for later.
That's like real religion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
P's and
no.
P's.
Didn't even leave me on red. Just filed it away for later.
That was it. That's all I got.
Okay. So let's think about kind of how far 7 days will get us. All right, we're here at session 37. As you all come out of your reflective conversation, You jump into a carriage and make your way to Quandrix campus. Make your way to Dean Pelinistra's office, and she calls you in. She actually asks if y'all would be willing to meet in her inner sanctum for privacy's sake. So she conjures a door in the air, opens it, you walk in, and you'll remember it's very kind of simple, monk-like state. It is not comfortable, but it does have enough space for all of you.
Can she conjure her inner sanctum within our inner sanctum for total security?
Yeah, inside.
Hold on, is that the definition of a DP? Is that it?
Yes. And we're there.
Now I know.
Didn't take long.
Inception version.
As you all sit, Pelinistra's attention goes immediately to Ovi, and she says, "Mr. Promenade, you are looking like yourself
Yeah,
again."
The
You know
side
what?
effect wore off.
You know what? I applaud you for your ingenuity, which I'm sure was employed, and you know, as a matter of education, magic at that level of power is probably sufficient to change oneself or even rid oneself of something unwanted. Just so you know, the level of power that we're seeking or that we're discussing, should you have access to anything like that. I hope this lesson has been educational. Now let's continue to discuss. Y'all all know what she's talking about,
Yeah.
right?
We're not.
Yeah, we're
Macklin has
professional.
technically already said it in this. Well, Andrew already said it, right?
Yep.
She's saying, if you know how to access that level of power, you might be able to get rid of your tattoos
Yes.
with something similar. She sits down and she says, "Okay, our timeline has been expedited exponentially. The death of this oracle was, of course, an assassination. I assume all of you have come to that conclusion.
Why did
And
they want her dead?
why do you think they want her dead?"
That's like what a therapist would say.
Yeah.
Look within yourself to see why she
What do
died.
you want
Her
me to
working
say?
theory is they wanted to replace her with someone more under the control of Bellatrix.
Drugs.
She doesn't know anything about
Tell me-
Belladros stuff.
What does Belladros have to do with this?
Oh,
Grandma
buddy.
Okay, so
But like, we're still super sure that we 100% trust her, right?
Yeah, for show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
I can't fucking wait.
Bro, your
for Jimmy to
grandma's the
supercut
serial
all the
murderer.
times that I asked if we should trust her
Should we make
when she
sure-
ends up murdering all of us. That's
Make
gonna be
sure
my
that Gareth
favorite
doesn't
thing
have a
that
bug on
happens.
him.
Yeah, check Garrett
I'm
for
ready.
SIRS bugs.
But
Anyone can
Jimmy-
make an investigation check, or if you want
You know, let's
to.
go ahead.
19.
Let's go ahead.
19. You are positive there are no bugs in this space.
Okay.
But outside of the Belladros stuff, yeah, we think Joe Gyra's gonna campaign for the Open Oracle seat.
I know, I was at the same meeting that you were when he announced that. This,
Such a mansplainer.
I was saying that
you
more for
see
the people
her-
that weren't there.
Okay, sure.
And I just think I got.
you
that
see
with
her
them.
stand up, as you explain everything that you heard from Belladros, you see her stand up and begin pacing the room as you see her doing this incredible math in her head. And she says, "I've always suspected that her bitterness and greed would lead her to some extreme end. Dragons always have a horde somewhere. And Belladros has been barred from taking what she desires most, Strixhaven itself. Dragons will go to great lengths to claim that which they want. And I've always wondered what it was. I thought it was more land and expansion of her Witherbloom campus, which she's successfully done. There's no real end to the wildlands. But I went the wrong way. She wants Strixhaven for herself. That is going to complicate things immensely."
What are you more afraid of, Belladros or the Demigoth Titan?
The Demigoth Titan is going to require a coordinated effort. It is a massively powerful being, resistant to most magics. It has the ability to grant and take away magical abilities. It is primal and insanely sophisticated with intelligence at the same time. It is starving, and any creature that is hungry will stop at nothing to get what they want. If it is not stopped, it doesn't matter what Beladros does. However, if she has orchestrated all of this, she has the longevity to outlast all of us and wait another generation or two to start this plot all over again. So, I don't know which I'm more afraid of. I guess the imminence of the Titan's attack would be worth focusing on. However, Beladros will have to be neutralized because she will not stop until all of this is at her feet.
So you mean kill her?
I'm saying stop her.
Is there a way to divert the Titan to Witherbloom for her to deal with as we defend and get the students here? And take out two birds with one stone?
What about Witherbloom?
Well, the campus would have to be rebuilt.
It'd probably be named more Wither, less Bloom.
Yeah. But like you two are like heirs. Like we could rebuild the Witherbloom campus if the students were saved and the professors were saved.
Can we move Strixhaven out of the path of the Demigoth Titan?
I thought it was already in Witherbloom. Isn't
Spoken
it?
like a magician. I'm impressed. However, that would take massive power beyond what we have the time to coordinate. However, I like your ingenuity. You can take an inspiration for that idea. That's a really creative way to think about it. She says, now the Demigoth Titan news has not been brought up to my knowledge by Geordie, any of them, or the Auric. But, so be cautious who you tell. If Geordie hears about this, he will mobilize the Auric, and we will be silenced and shackled. It is best he does not know until we decide that he knows about this.
So he does. You think he would prevent the campers from learning about it further?
I'm not sure what he would see as more valuable. If he truly is the one that made the pact with the Titan itself, the Titan will follow his essence.
Oh.
He has to know the Titan is coming for him.
Correct.
Whether he knows or remembers, or he thinks that it's still trapped on its home dimension. If he knows that it's in here, he might use it to punish the school for what he believes are the wrongdoing of this leadership.
Fair.
You understand that he's also a professor here himself, right? Geordie?
Yes, right?
Yeah, she knows that.
Because she was at the announcement in the Laurel. You weren't there, but they were there.
Doesn't this somehow indict him and remove him from being a professor right now? He's taking an active involvement with
What active
Destroying the
involvement is he taking?
destroying the campus. Yes.
Just real quickly, would you consider yourself to be lawful good by any chance?
Let's consider myself neutral good. Sometimes
Yeah, that's
lawful
the vibe
doesn't.
I was also getting.
Sometimes being lawful doesn't save lives.
True.
I'm lawful in the sense that I don't believe death is the answer, and no one has the right to take something or someone's life from them.
Sorry, I want to back up for a second. Are you saying that it is Geordie that controls the Demigoth Titan and not Beladros?
Like his
I don't think
essence.
anything controls the Titan. I think that Geordie
So you were saying
is
he could use it.
indebted to the Titan.
Use the Titan.
The Titan has been promised souls. And if Geordie can deliver them to him, then Geordie himself might be spared, and potentially those or the places that he once spared. Now, I don't know what happens after those 1,000 souls are eaten. Precious little is known about these Titans, but I have to believe that they will not be satisfied when they see so much. They decimated their home planet because they ate and destroyed and absorbed the essence of every living thing there. So this 1,000 souls could just be a technicality. And when it sees more, chances are it won't stop. It feeds off of suffering. And the more it creates, the more powerful it gets.
Do you think there's any timeline where Geordie's pact with the Demigoth Titan is the reason his parents are where they are now?
She takes a second to consider that. I don't have any evidence to support that. As far as I know, Asmodeus, and not that I'm an expert, but Asmodeus has never had a reputation for the Outer Planes and engaging with them. If the Titan has only recently been released, I just find it hard to believe that they would have been connected in some way.
Even with time travel.
Time and space are different. I don't want to dismiss the conjecture, but that doesn't seem as plausible.
So what if they're going to annihilate the Demigoth Titan?
It's like a Saphir.
It will have to be immense magic, coordinated magic. Now, I have some allies here at Strixhaven, and I think there are some who could be. This would constitute a threat to the campus. This is one of the exceptions that would allow the deans and professors to engage. But I have to tell you, with Dean 4873 here, this is the first time something like this has happened where an evil entity has been in a high position of power. And the truth is, I have to believe that his demonic background would only compel him to participate and maybe even encourage the destruction of this campus. That's what demonic and evil powers are designed to do. I don't know if he would be on our side to protect the campus.
Do you have a list of professors you think we can't trust?
Yes. Do you want me to go through all of them right now?
Is the list of who we shouldn't
I mean,
trust?
Vicor.
When are their office hours?
You don't have to give
Do you
them
guys
some
have
now, but I do
secret
want
meetings
them.
as well?
Okay.
Is there anyone we should be steering clear of, like in the short term?
Ace of Spades.
Spade of threes.
Casimir? The hot...
Yeah, that's name that I.
She had the general gist of it.
Yeah.
You know what I meant.
Let's have that discussion, because if my understanding is correct, the Titan is still, and I'm assuming you shared some of this with her from what you heard from Beladros, that fight is months away. The more imminent threat is the upcoming election. Tell me, how much do you know about the succession of oracles?
I know there's never been one from Witherbloom.
That's it.
That's correct. Let me tell you how this process works. It has been 100 years since Jadzi took over from Kalnan Singors, who was in power for quite a long time, nearly 1,000 years, before he took over for Kalema. Well, here's what you need to know. The only time the founder dragons come to campus is for the appointment of a new oracle and their voice. Before they arrive, the entire campus is directed to present a candidate for their review. Prismari, being the origin campus for Jadzi, is not eligible to provide a candidate. School rules say oracles cannot come from the same school in back-to-back terms, which means that Prismari will be a deciding linchpin, as campuses tend to back their choice and their candidates. So the Prismari deans, Dean Talantis, the giant woman, the plane protector there, and and Dean Galages, as well as the Chancellor, will play a primary role in facilitating this process. So each school will have a primary to put forth an oracle and their voice, and then the 4 candidates will be presented to the student body. The popular vote will be presented to the founders, who will then make their ruling and appointment. And in the history of Strixhaven, the founders have always sided with the popular vote.
With the students.
She looks at you, Indigo, and she said, last time around, Taurus and I were the ones that had to facilitate because Count Singors was a Quandrix, and Quandrix was ineligible. This time around, it is possible that I will be asked to play this role. Only that would pit me against Geordie. And I don't believe that he will stand for that. And the only choice I may have is to recuse myself and refuse the nomination. That will be important for us to consider. To Ovi, she goes, Casimir is the obvious choice from Silver Quill. I actually want to show you this. Here, I did make a slide. Yay. These are the 4 campuses that are eligible. The top are the deans and then the professors. So here's Bectus and Grimhilda, and then Yelvindavo, Jojira, and Vicor. This is Silver Quill here, so this is Dean Reason and Dean 4873. Here's Casimir, Rivienne, and Anne-Laurie. And Quandrix is Taurus and Pelanistra. You'll remember Professor Baltazar is dead. He was the Vial of Blood. So you have Professor Soaskeza and Professor Contraption. And then Witherbloom has Willow Dusk and Osmagod. And then Spade of Threes, Fedrina and Rubina. Here.
Why don't the hot ones represent us?
The RAs.
So pretty much we can't have Witherbloom or what's Jojira in?
Lorehold.
So what's the other school then? Because it can't be Prismari again.
So Quandrix.
Quandrix
She
yours.
So we
points
need
out.
Type Quandrix.
So the grayed out ones, these are deans and professors that are unlikely to participate in this, that will likely refuse. The two deans of Silver Quill, Anne-Laurie is a priestess. She has no interest in becoming a powerful mage. Willow Dusk is not going to leave Witherbloom campus. The professor of Flora and the professor of Fauna like what they do, and chances are they're not. I mean, she's a dryad and she's a centaur shepherd. They're not going to leave Witherbloom campus. Contraption is probably the only professor out of Witherbloom or out of Quandrix that would be interested. And I have to tell you, there's a lot of energy and enthusiasm for Professor Contraption for the pro-construct population on campus who believes they have been underrepresented in the history of Strixhaven. Bectus is unlikely to leave her lair at Lorehold. So really the biggest primary is set to be on Lorehold campus. I'll tell you, Yelvindavo is very popular, although very humble, and I don't know if he would take this opportunity. I can tell you, and she looks right at you, Ovi, Casimir has been campaigning for this for decades. He has been preparing for this moment, and he is very popular amongst the faculty and the student body.
So if we actively campaign for anybody other than him, I for sure will have earned an enemy for life, which I'm already close to. Let's be honest. It's fine.
I mean,
Dean Pelanistra, do we trust Casimir?
No, of course not. And I have to
Oh,
tell you,
he's the vampire dude we robbed.
From.
Got it. Yeah, he's that guy.
I will tell you, given what the candidates available, a big topic of conversation that's likely to come up is immortality. Never has there been an oracle selected from a creature that basically is immortal. And most would frown upon that because then the oracle, the seat has to be vacated voluntarily instead of just by their natural passing. Casimir, being a vampire, is basically immortal. Osmagad, being a fiend, is immortal. Contraption, as a construct, basically can make himself immortal, which would leave Jojira as the one holdout, the one human and humanoid candidate left to choose from.
Yeah, but how human is he really?
You could put up Jordy.
He might have powers that are unique, but he is human and will die.
Backlane is not looking good for your dream of being the Oracle.
Sweet.
I mean, we can't have Jordy be the Oracle.
I mean,
What's
honestly,
the Oracle even do?
Camping? Yeah.
They have access to massive magical power, I know.
they're kind of just like a
I mean, he's
resource.
just gonna save his parents. Is he?
I mean, we're pretty popular around campus. I think a Tat Pack endorsement of a candidate carries some weight.
Oh.
I don't like this.
I know.
This is traumatic.
I actually was just thinking if
What if
Contraption
we-
did make it, that would give us a chance to get the gloves, right? Like he wouldn't need them after that.
Well, I think he's recently a father, so I don't know how invested he would be.
Oh.
He just created, he
Oh
just
yeah, you
created
can't
Robo
have it all, can you?
What if
Gosh.
I was going to very satirically suggest that we suppress the voter population of the campus?
Fine.
Okay, well, I'm not liking really a lot of our options.
What the I'm so sorry. The other Kalishtar,
Galages.
Galages.
He's Prismari, so they're not eligible.
Oh, right.
Which is a shame because many of the Prismari, Gremiak would have been an excellent choice. Galages would have been an excellent choice. Even Archimenexes, as odd as the child sorcerer is, would have been an excellent choice.
It's like pick your evil then. Okay.
I mean, who does Pelanistra want as the next Oracle? Who would be the ideal for her?
To truth be told, Osmagad is likely to be the candidate from Witherbloom, and she looks at the twins kind of compassionately, and she says, to be honest, I don't think Belladros really cares about this. I think she's set her sights higher than this competition with the Oracle, and if the campus is imminently going to be threatened, this vote could mean very little to her, so I don't even know that she would fight for her own candidate. Which means who would she fight for next? Chances are Jordy would be her next best pick. She would not vote for Casimir in a second. Her rivalry with Silverquill and Shadrax is legendary. So I have to believe that she would throw her weight behind Jordy or Contraption, and to be honest, she seems to not have a hard time with what Jordy is doing and couldn't really care less if he does have the power.
I mean, that dude's only been on campus insert amount of time.
9
And then
months.
school. 9 months. What
Which
are
is
the
going to be his
chances-
biggest obstacle
Okay.
with the student population.
Remind me again.
Contraption it is then.
Well, why aren't you doing this?
Right.
Because if I go up against Jordy, I risk, and she holds out her arm,
Bingo, bango, bongo.
I risk
What if we could help you with that?
where is my greatest good? For 400 years, I have kept
So
this to protect the students and keep the inside loop. I have hoped to outlast Jordy.
This might be your best moment, right?
Ow.
He won't see this coming.
To free me.
If we could free you, I think you would be the strongest candidate to oppose the others.
You're strict.
I mean, we like you, so.
Yeah.
That would just put a big target on your back.
Yeah, once that reveal happens...
I'm not afraid. I've been in worse situations.
So you'll do it?
I need to think about it.
Okay.
But I will seriously consider it. And you're right. I don't know that there's a better option. I will say I'm 400 years old.
Right.
And I am not immortal. And what I don't
You
want to do...
look 250 years old, though.
Don't look at TFS.
Got her. Flattery.
To do this would mean we have to set up the stage for the next phase of Strixhaven's life. And I would have to use the time I have very, very strategically.
That's what you do. You're strategic, though. Think about it.
Already
No
have
pressure.
You're already thinking about it. That's why you're such
Yeah.
a good candidate.
Yeah.
The fortune is that Quandrix is fairly neutral. And... I don't know. Think about it.
Okay.
Tomorrow morning, there will be a magical poll taken of where everyone's leading, and we have the magical ability to get those results without anyone really having to voice it. A ritual will be done, and everyone's inner leanings will be cataloged. It's quite a
That would be
impressive
helpful
process.
for me. I don't even know sometimes.
It just pulls it out of you.
Where do you
You're
want to
just
eat for
sucked.
dinner?
There's a
Just
Mhm.
knows.
You just get a
Kind of
DoorDash
violating,
receipt.
though, right? Like, that's kind of...
Well, it can't lie then.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, it's very smart.
Yeah.
Oh, do we have any more questions about our next
So
mission?
here's the schedule. You'll have next week is holiday break. Then we have a week for the primaries, a week for the campaigns, the debate and the vote, and then the founders will show up, and coincidentally they will show up on the day of the Silver Quill Masquerade.
They would have a masquerade.
Awkward.
That's fun.
It's actually a ghost masquerade.
Oh,
Even better.
spooky.
So you all get to dress up
Yes.
and meet spirits from the past.
Oh.
You got skeletons in your closet?
I mean, the 17 Geordies are going to be there.
When aren't they?
I know.
Fucking Jordy.
So we probably gotta go finish our heists before this
Yeah.
election.
Go time travel real quick.
You gotta get that staff.
Yeah. I gotta get it.
I mean, it's got a lore whole thing, but
Do you
Yeah,
want to
but
go
like
there?
I'm the one that like found it, so
When we go up against this Titan, I know we're using the sphere, but just to be clear, like, you can take the crown and do this dragon
oh, you're gonna become a dragon like in the dreams? That'd be
might
great.
have to. What else can defeat a Demigoth Titan?
Well, the sphere of annihilation. And hopefully a student body and professor.
The popular vote.
But we're
could
gonna
defeat
need a
Demigoth
big dragon on
Titan.
our side, I
It's
think.
giving the war at Hogwarts.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Almost sounds like the end of a campaign.
Weird.
An ultimate event.
Such parallels. I can't even.
Um,
These Horcruxes.
Alright. So it sounds like, yeah, we gotta go talk to Dean Bectus.
Is that who's going to help us
Yeah.
at the time?
Mhm.
Good job. I couldn't remember who that was.
Do I want to go straight there? Make it happen?
I think so.
I'm kind of tired of being in this current time, so might as well time travel.
Why not do something different?
Could go to 4 years.
We'll take it.
Can we go to 9 months ago before I came here?
Okay. Let me pull this up here. All right, so you pack up. Dean Pellinistra leaves you in a kind of sober, reflective mood, hearing this request that she's going to ponder. And she says by the time you get back, she'll have an answer for you. You make your way to Lorehold campus, and you go downstairs to the lair of Dean Bectus, the Sphinx. You knock on the door, you walk in, and similar to your trial, it's a room filled with candles, runes, and all sorts of geometric figures all over the room, and kind of this ancient hieroglyphics and whatnot. And you see her sitting on the other side of the room, not doing anything, and basically looking as straight at the door as you walk in, as if she was expecting you, maybe.
Does she have her favorite drink again?
Yes, right? She has that picture. I love that picture, but it's weird. She's got glasses and a tea.
Yeah.
She has her paws folded over.
Oh,
You say, Dean,
what up?
came
Good
to
tidings.
call in that favor.
DB, we just came from DP.
I need you to stop.
And he's just coming in like...
Word.
Yes, I have information for you on that.
What?
I've been doing some research on our kind and our limited time travel ability. And I'm happy to say I think that getting to your recommendation, getting near a snarl would amplify my abilities enough to send you back. Unfortunately, I don't believe that I can bring you back.
Oh, that's problematic for us.
What are the chances we will be able to time travel back ourselves?
With the
I
staff.
mean, the staff is for peering into the past. I mean, just short of a wish spell, I don't know if there's a way for you to
Damn it.
return, unless you find another Sphinx or some kind of other time-traveling entity that can bring you back.
Well, how old are you?
Not
That's not a
that
nice
old.
question to ask, Indigo.
But okay. So wait a minute.
Are there snarls in the past?
Snarls have been in existence since the inception of Strixhaven. They were birthed from the laying and hatching of the dragon founders themselves. And
Gross.
to your point, and I say this freely in front of you only because you know, there are more than one. Most believe the only snarl in existence is in the Biblioplex.
There must be like 5 though.
Just a
According
round
to-
number.
Right?
Just a number out my head.
And I assume you know where some of these other snarls might be.
Yeah, we could
Maybe like 3
possibly
of
use
them.
one of the discreeter ones whenever we go.
That would be wise, because going into the middle of campus and performing a ritual like this would draw a lot of attention to this particular quest.
Fair.
What?
But
And
also,
people.
like, we're not casting a ritual. We're just making a wish, which would immediately happen.
Yeah, also in
That'd
a
be
way
for the
we've
way
already
back,
kind
not
of
for the-
already done it.
So Bectus has to do a ritual to get us there.
Oh, that's what you said. Yeah, I got you.
So yeah, we're not gonna like go to the library during library time. We could go to
If we happen to go into
Pillar Drop 1247. That's pretty close to here.
Oh, so we know where 4 of them are.
I don't know where all
One,
five of them are.
two,
Actually, Calnan told you where all of them
Yeah,
are
we have them
when
all.
y'all visited the archaic.
Yeah, I did.
So if we go to the past, it's going to put us exactly at the same spot that we're
Pillar Drop.
leaving from?
And then I
Yes.
forget where the other one
Okay.
is.
Yep,
'Cause each
we got
campus
this.
We'll pop up at that same snarl just forever in the past. Got it.
So there's one in Dean Grimhilda's lair, where the old Auric quarters was.
Right.
There's one in the Fury Gale, the wild magic zone between Prismari and Quandrix. There's one at the heart of Taurus. There's one in Casimir's lair,
Candle.
and the pink skink.
Yep.
I didn't realize there was one in the heart of Taurus. That's what I was missing.
Just a quick question on wish spells. Could one wish spell bring all of us back?
Yeah.
Wish spells are immensely powerful,
So if you wish
Great.
for everyone to come back,
but
then
they
probably.
take a significant amount of training or powerful source. And with all due respect, you are first-year students here.
No,
We were
okay.
pretty sure
Sat
You can ask Kalema,
Thank you.
maybe. Or,
Thanks for the warning.
Thanks. We're going to be okay there.
Y'all seem oddly confident
I mean, we
at
got
the prospect of going back 400, 500
We're
years.
kind of the stars of our own.
We went to the
450.
astral plane like 11 days ago, it feels like. So,
And that's not even like
What
the
is
worst
the
plane
main
we've been
character
on.
in the story? Thank you, ma'am.
Anyways.
Okay.
Oh.
yeah, we're honestly pretty fatalistic at this point. We can go back in time. We can figure it out when we get there.
How many codes
So
do
just
you
to be
have?
clear, what's the plan once we're back in time?
Get the stick.
We need to go talk to the Oracle Kalema.
To find out where the stick is.
Because she's the one who time locked it.
Okay.
And how far back in time is this?
Do we know where to find the Oracle Kalema?
He's probably on campus.
Oh, we have the compass thing.
Tevideo could work in the
Hey, we're
past.
just... Sometimes we
We
riff a
can
little too
find
hard for
anybody.
the teacher.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Sure
I'd like to make eye contact with Delta.
She says from off the actual screen.
So I know everybody's gearing up to use their wish spells for like really cool stuff and
Are
like
you talking to me?
saving the planet and shit. Yeah.
Telepathically.
Okay, yeah. So I'd like to be looking at her, but I would like to think that I have trained myself by this point in the campaign.
Yeah. One eye that goes this way and the other eye that stays forward.
You got a Mad Eye Moody right now? It's just like
I feel
locks
like
on.
that'd be more sus than just...
No, I would just like to know. Like, I am interacting with you, but I don't want people to know. So I can.
You can make a nonchalance check.
Yeah,
Or
well,
persuasion or
perception.
Oh, okay. Well,
Roll
What's
for
your
nothing.
Or
peripheral
deception, I don't care
vision
what you-
check?
yeah, sure. That sounds great.
So
Perception,
Persuasion.
persuasion. Well, that's not as good. 14.
Okay. You have several counterparts who are fairly perceptive.
Yeah, I feel like
It's okay.
I feel like I'm pretty hyper
it's
aware.
fine. It's
we're
not a
used
big
to
deal.
it.
They can know we're talking.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Go
Fill in
ahead.
the blanks.
All right,
This
I am-
fucking guy.
It's more fun to hear this
I know
conversation.
people are going to use their wish spells to do like noble shit and save the planet and the universe maybe and like all of existence, but I'm kind of thinking about maybe what if we used our wish spell to wish that our parents never broke up?
What if we use our wish spell to say that Gran's not a sack of shit?
I mean, again, like noble stuff, but
But Gran is family.
we could
I
wish
like
that
to
our
do these
parents
hand gestures.
never.
I mean, if people already know we're talking.
So you have
like-
all these facial expressions, but you're not saying anything.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
we all awkwardly pause and like let it play out. Like, yes.
You can join their
Yeah,
conversation
we're all gonna
down
just
here.
take a break. But this.
So, like,
This,
I shouldn't use my wish spell for that, right?
No, I think we saved Gran and not mom and dad.
We each got one.
But we do each have one, so maybe we like fix the issue and then fix the issue. You know?
Okay, I mean, yeah, again, I know there's a lot of lore going on and a lot of timelines and stuff, but that's just kind of what I've been kicking around.
I go to Obi and be like, I just thought this gesture that she just did. What does that mean?
It wouldn't hurt.
Exactly what you think it
It
means.
wouldn't hurt.
Logistically, could I split my eyes and like a
No!
way?
It's an uncommon item.
No. Oh.
She's like, do I have a third
what
eye?
if
Sorry,
we
Obi's on the other
turned
line.
into like a fish?
No,
Remember that thing that Jimmy
Or a
or Gus
lizard.
letting you do?
I would
You
just
can be
like
a
to know
horse.
that I have a
I'll stand on one
conversation
side,
with
Logan
one
stands on the
eye
other.
You're saying?
and like
Yeah.
have
So
a
you just have
conversation
talked
with
them before.
I think
With
Delta's
your
gonna
thing.
use her wish
Yeah, but
spell
it's my
to
thing, it's only one
diversify
per
her
person.
eye magic.
Yeah, Yeah, could I be having two conversations? Like, could I eye contact you with one eye and then Obi the other, and then...
Wow.
Or maybe do a three-way call that way.
I could.
Or maybe just trust us and be open and use your words.
I don't understand why you're not devoting all of your focus to this conversation, I guess, but that's
I
fine.
thought about, like...
Yeah, where are you going with this?
I don't know. It just
Yep.
sounded cool.
It's
Is that what you're going to use your wish spell for?
that's what I said. Yeah, making her eyes more powerful.
Are we? But well, we're not doing this right in front of her.
Yeah, I'll say she's gonna go
Yeah.
prepare.
But
whatever.
logistically, that's right. Let's think about this. I've selfishly used mine, but we have to get back from this, so we're going to use one for that. Possibly one more to free Pelanistra and y'all from the tattoo.
Well, you'd have to use one apiece for the tattoos. You can't. One wish spell wouldn't do all of them.
Wait,
Wish
hold
spells
on.
are
That's
powerful. You
shady.
guys
Shady.
are-
Hold on, Tio.
So are these tattoos.
These tattoos. Not
How many
these
people have tattoos?
Right.
Or
We can't say.
But what if? I don't know. It's too much to say.
oh yeah, Obi didn't go. Obi hung out with us.
Yeah, but that's still that. Okay.
There's something we can't talk about.
Yeah. So
You know-
you have things that you have to
right,
use it for.
but could a wish spell make it so we could talk about them without necessarily removing?
The tattoo.
Yeah, the barrier that causes.
Maybe we'd have to.
You mean the entire magic of it, the entire thing of it.
Well, just that
But
piece.
she's
of
still
it.
got the sweet ink. It's
Yeah,
just...
like I like being a part of the organization
Oh my god.
because I think it would.
You like being included.
They had a great charcuterie board at the last
Okay.
I
have to
think
have myself
that
another
decisions
It's your
have been
birthday.
made,
Yeah.
and because of those decisions, there are repercussions where the people who made those decisions might have to use their wish spells.
No, I think it's important for people to be involved in the organization
Yeah.
because I do think it gives us a lot of valuable intel. It would just be really nice if we could talk about the organization with those not a part of the organization.
I think
What if
Pelanistra
one
is
of
the
you
one we need to
undid
get
the
back
magic,
to.
and one of you could tell us?
Apparently, we can't use one wish spell to remove everybody's tattoos. That's
Oh
just-
yeah, I thought it was a one-for-one transaction.
But that's not what we wanted to do.
But
Yeah.
can't we just, what if we just
I mean, we
remove Fanny's?
could.
Then can Fanny just talk to us about it?
I mean,
No,
Yeah,
because
but-
then I'm
Yeah.
Things
I mean,
might
you
get
already did
difficult
But I'm still
once.
not part of the. Oh, I would, but they wouldn't know that, would they?
I mean, I'm trying to think of.
Pelanistra said we could do it.
I just
So,
like. Is it like
on
I
two
show
occasions-
my card as I get in? Like, yo, here's my.
You still can like behave.
Here's my
Well, there's the aesthetic
We
of
don't
it,
have
the
to.
visibility of it, and you have seen people kind of like, Death Eater tattoo situations. On two occasions, your tattoos have gained you entrance into somewhere. For example, when the three of you went to the
meeting.
the ruin grinders that were down there didn't, like, they let you pass because you had the two. That was probably a magical effect.
Gotcha.
That being said, that might be the only time, because you didn't have a tattoo in the cathedral at that
that's when
time.
I
You saw
got
the
it.
puzzle and you
Yeah.
got down there, right?
yeah.
Should never have done this shit.
Well, but
So it is a mark of loyalty. There is a
Yeah.
minor, I guess, magical effect. There's a major magical effect, which is keeping you quiet.
Yeah.
the
I
reality
mean, you could get a
is,
tattoo without
Really the effect that we care
what I'm
about.
saying.
Which is working.
The magic of it. You could keep the tattoo itself.
but the reality is, we need one to get back. We need one for at least freeing Pelanistra. Maybe, yeah. We need one for the dragon, potentially. What else?
You
do we-
used one.
Wait, what do you mean one for the dragon?
To turn her into the dragon.
You don't need a wish spell for that. That's just the assembly of the 5 items. If you attune to all 5 of them, you can voluntarily polymorph into a dragon.
Can you attune to 5 items?
Not usually, but the
But if your
Statera
guy's
Opus.
Snarl.
Okay.
No, you don't have to even be near a star.
They
You just have to
themselves
have
are
all
just so
5
powerful.
items. Yep.
See, I knew all that about the Stratera.
Yes.
That's why you spend all the time in the library with Lorene.
So technically, we have
That's all we
enough
were
to
doing.
do this, is what I'm saying. I think we just have to be.
And to kill Jordy.
We don't need a wish spell for that. We can do that.
It's just my dear. My heart.
Wait,
It's
so
more
we
like
got
a
a wish
birthday
spell
wish.
to kill
Lots
Jordy
of
this
people
whole time.
wish that Jordy was dead.
So I think you two can
Jenny
hang out
did
to
tell us
patch
not
up
to
your
break
family
camp.
if you want.
We could patch up our family.
You know
That's
how
really
love
amazing
spells
that you
go.
know that because we talk with our eyes. But I was probably my gestures. You probably just feel very emotional.
He's highly
It's
perceptive.
more like a in the epilogue type of
I do
thing.
have a +2 to insight, 12 to insight.
Oh, well, you would
Plus
definitely, you would
probably.
definitely feel my emotions on
Yeah,
this.
your passive insight's like 21, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really hard to pull one past.
Yeah, so we'll definitely easily be able to get back from the old time travel gig. We'll figure out the rest of the wish spells whenever we need to. Like,
Okay, so whose wish spell are we gonna use?
and we probably
Exactly.
Rochambeau for it.
Rock, paper, scissors? Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Feeling really
Yeah,
awkward
my-
that no
I
one
I
is
was gonna say, what did
volunteering.
you say?
I'm saying,
Ah.
kicking the nuts if you lose.
I mean,
This is such an awesome moment as a DM to watch you all have this conversation.
Okay.
I mean, I could hero up right now if we need to burn a wish spell to get back, but we also got to like do the thing first.
Okay.
What are we doing and why are we doing it?
We're getting the staff
We're going in the past
roll
to get the
for the Statera
sphere.
opus.
Okay, and that does what?
It's there. We're wishing ourselves back.
It lets
Correct.
us
Okay.
see
It gives us
time
power.
travel.
It allows us to look into the past.
All right,
Well,
where,
doesn't going to the past let us look into the past?
Yeah, but that's hard to do.
And it won't let us turn into a dragon without it. So.
Which we need. We discovered.
Yeah, that makes so much more sense now. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
I'm sarcastic.
I know. I caught it.
Perception.
I know.
Where is your mute button? Over
so where would you like to go for this?
So I recommended Pillar Drop
The lore
1247.
hold one just seems like they
Yeah.
would have good special needs.
Dean Bectus would caution that is Grimhilda's personal lair.
But like, is she ever not there? Like, she go out for lunch with the gals once every Tuesday.
Teaches a class.
There's a book club
It would have to be coordinated, but
The spirit of my deity is telling me that that's a bad idea.
Well then,
that's what you want to go. You'll
well,
just have to
Dean
time it
Beckus,
right.
we would prefer your input here as well, because you're kind of putting yourself at risk. You're kind of doing a large ritual.
Yeah, what do you
for
feel
us,
comfortable
Well,
with?
it would be the most if we can enter her lair without her knowing, and I can get out after I performed this, then that would draw the least attention to this. I don't often leave campus.
Fair. Noted.
And to be clear, we have done this once before.
Gotten into her office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can do it.
Okay.
Is it where
I don't know if you know this for
you tried to unlock that lock and failed a bunch of times?
The what?
Wow, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
harsh. That.
Well,
She's
that-
like,
that's the
being
only thing
dean
I
of
remember
Lorehold
from it.
campus gives one some privileges. You make your way out of the Kolema Hall, past the big statue of the elven oracle with the giant lollipop staff. Take one of the elevators way down to a familiar cavern that you know of as Cavern 1247. And you are assured that Grimhilda is away doing something. You make your way in through her abode, across the chasm, jumping on the kind of floating rocks, and into what has been a long, now fairly long dormant, former headquarters of the Auric.
We don't need stealth or acrobatics for this. I feel like we could really be shining right now.
There's no threat.
she's gonna
if you would
panic
like
that she
to
forgot
show
to bring
off, you can.
Definitely showing off my acrobatics.
100%.
I would like.
24.
Indigo.
It's not
Okay.
that impressive.
Indigo is way ahead
I
of
would like.
everyone.
I would like you to be so stealthy that the dean thinks she forgot to bring you. She's like, "Oh no, is everyone here?" And then you're just like, "Hey, what's up?" Yep, been here the whole time.
So, okay, let me set this up here real quick. This was an interesting choice, which you're about to find out about.
Oh my gosh! But we were being let's say we were being stealthy the whole time though. With the 30 on stealth.
Let's double down on that. Me not being around for this interesting part.
Now you see me.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Alright, I'm just gonna do a little bit of reveal here. So, as you go back, you haven't actually been in the room where this is happening. You've seen it, kind of peeked into it. But as you wind your way through this kind of multi-hallway space, you see the room on the right where you rescued the Chancellor, and you see kind of open space where the rally was with Joe Gyra announcing his candidacy. And the room that he had entered, that kind of room is, you were able to go inside. It is a simple room, wooden table, maps, scrolls. As you look around, it doesn't look like there's anything incriminating that has been left there, but it also looks like not a lot of care was taken when it was vacated. However, what you do see in kind of as almost like a light in the center of a room, it's almost like the room was carved around this, is a glowing white orb of light. It is about the size of a softball. You'll remember the one Casimir had was just kind of a candle wick. The Bibliopex one is enormous. This one's there, and it's shedding this white light around the room. Dean Bectus summons you all in, and she says, okay, I'm going to send you back to the year 2499. According to the history books, this is fairly late in Kalema's tenure as Oracle. It's one of the few times that he was known to be on campus. And so I'm hoping that if we send you there, because again, oracles are supposed to be traveling, hopefully this will be a time or close enough to it that you can intercept. I would encourage you to be honest. Kalema was a good man. He was also very, very loyal to Lorehold and took his role as Oracle very, very seriously. I'm hoping that you find what you need when you meet him. And you see the room begin to, it's almost like reality is beginning to shift around you. Like the table is starting to elongate, go up and down. The walls are starting to move, but not move, but move at the same time. The room starts to spin a little bit around you. Your faces, your arms get distorted as this Sphinx begins to chant. You feel this rush of wind as the power of the Sphinx and its time travel begins to surpass what it normally does. And you get this sense of this kind of moving almost like watching a subway car through a train tunnel where you're standing still, but the movement is happening around you. It starts off kind of slow and you reach this point, and then it goes as the Sphinx looks up into the snarl, and you see the white light flood the Sphinx, and you begin to, its eyes glow white, its wings unfurl. You see it taking advantage of a power it's not used to having, and you see this world around you begin to rush by. You see the walls of the room go back in time. You see them get brighter and more vibrant in color, as if they were just hewn. You begin to see the walls around you disappear as you reach a time before this room was kind of built around this space. And then all of a sudden you see the Sphinx itself disappear as the world comes to a halt. as you collect yourself, and this was disorienting for sure, there is instead of it being kind of an enclosed room, it's more like you're behind a wall that has an open area, like you could just walk around it. Like bathrooms in airports, there's no closed doors, you just kind of walk around. But you hear two voices on the outside. And I really wish that I had written this out, because this would have been better. But I know basically where I'm going with this. And I do want to show you what I have here. So this is you guys.
Cute.
Around the snarl. You're back in this same exact space 450 years prior. Out in the room, you hear an old soft elven voice with some strength to it say, "What is it that you are doing here? You don't belong here." And you hear a familiar voice, "Dean, your eminence, it's a pleasure to see you. I've come a long way to come and talk to you today and petition your help. Young sir, this is a private sanctum. You have not been invited into this space. How did you even know that this cavern existed?" "Well, Your Highness, I didn't mean to stumble in on your private space, but like I said, I've come a long way to speak to you, and I've been waiting a long time to ask for your assistance." "You aren't a student here. I make it a point to know all of the students that have been here at Strixhaven, and you don't belong here." You're right. I know, I assure you I am a student here at Strixhaven, just not right now. What is the meaning of this? Where have you come from? I'm telling you, I want to ask, I just need your help. I know you have the power to help me. I don't take kindly to being intruded upon like this. Who are you and why are you here? Listen, sir, my name is Jordy Knuckles. I'm a chronomancer from the year 2849, and I have come to petition your help as a powerful mage of legend to come and help me with the liberation of my family who is imprisoned by the demon lord Asmodeus. You just hear this kind of pause happen. He's like, "And what assistance do you think that the Oracle of a Magical University provides in such a fashion?" "Well, I just know that you have access to incredible magics, and I just believe if you were to come, I could show you where they are, and you could get in and rescue them from this slavery that they're captured in." "Young man, I have visited the Hells, and I have no wish to make an enemy of the Devil Lord Asmodeus. Sir, you seek out the help of the gods. You seek out the help of warriors. We are academics here. Why would you beseech us?" "Well, even in my own time, the magicians have power and can go to these places and can find ways around things. We don't even need to. You wouldn't even need to talk to Asmodeus himself, but just get in. You say you're from the year 2849. What year are your parents imprisoned?" "Oh, we've been imprisoned. They're in their 40s. So, in my time, they've only been in prison for maybe 40, 50 years, maybe 60 years at this point." It's like 60 years into the future, your family will be imprisoned. So they're not. Why have you come back to my time to ask me such a thing?" "Well, I tried asking Count and Singhors, and he was too busy on the astral plane. And then I came to, he's like, what is your objective here? Well, I need help. Young man, I am not the one to help you. You are not of my time. Believe it or not, there are troubles beyond your own, and there are obstacles beyond your own. In this time and space, there are things that I must attend to, that I cannot abandon my responsibilities to come 400 years in the future to help you. Well, I mean, you could come back. We could find a way to bring you back. Surely you have the ability to do this. Enough. I'm sorry. But this is not what my purpose is. I encourage you to go back to your time and to seek out those who can help you. You're just like all the rest. I am so tired of being told no by people who have the power to do the things that need to be done around here. This school is out of control. They have abandoned everything, all good, all moral code, to just let people suffer. I don't know what has happened 450 years from now, but we are here to advance the cause and the knowledge of magic. And you are asking us to become warriors. No, I'm asking you to do what's right. Jordy Knackles, I've given you my answer. It's time for you to go. And you hear this, no! And you hear magic poof, go off. What do you want to do?
I'd like to get eyes on what's happening.
Okay. If that's the case, then I would like you all to roll initiative.
Oh God.
There's no way we kill him. What's the end game here, guys?
Why are we doing this?
Yeah, now we're fire. I came around that corner with a 10.
Did you?
22.
22.
Okay.
Well, you were ready. Nice that you were. I was apparently having some motion sickness from the
What did you roll?
I got a 6.
What else?
15.
15. Indigo?
18.
18. Hattie?
Natural 1.
Oh, not good. Garrett?
She didn't even come back in time.
11.
11.
God dang it.
All right. This is going to be really interesting.
What's our goal here?
Protect
Yeah,
him
why
and
are
get
we
the
doing
rod.
Where's the rod again?
He's holding
We
it.
literally just peeked around the corner, like, we
He's
didn't
holding
do
it.
anything.
Okay.
Well,
As you round the bend, you see you see an old elven man, long gray beard, kind of half of his hair done up in a knot. Elven man, pointy ears, in these bright, beautiful golden red robes, holding this massive staff with this big fan, circular head to the top. And you see him using this to fire a spell at Jordy. Jordy dodges, and you actually see Jordy fire something back. I'm going to assume that they both have gone, and I will let you then come around the corner and have your turn. So Macklin, you get to go first, and then Indigo.
Do we know who this elven person is? Is that Kalema?
This is Kolema.
Yeah.
We've seen him from a textbook.
So you picked a good snarl.
Statues, yeah.
All right. I would like to.
Sorry, I can't help it.
I would like to
And Jesus.
approach Kalema just kind of like in a linear line from where
Okay.
my medallion is, and then I would like to ensconce Jordy in a wall of wind.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Tell me what that looks like.
So I want essentially just a big like semicircle
Okay.
That's kind of that open area.
Something like this?
Yeah, in between these two, whatever these massive things are. Yeah.
Like here? Like between you and him?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I don't know if this was
And
the
I was
best
going to
thing
say, it can be 50 feet long, 15 feet high, and a foot thick.
So do you want it around him, or you want it between you two?
Between.
Okay. So let me redraw this. This is actually...
He
more-
can go away from us. I'll
Right.
give him the back.
So it'll be...
Protect.
Whoa, what just happened?
And not kill Jordy.
Okay. So there's a wall of
I
wind.
don't think we can.
Okay. What does the wall of wind do?
Okay, so when the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a strength saving throw. If they fail, they take bludgeoning damage.
Including us.
Well, you're using it as a barrier or using it on top of him?
No, as a barrier. Like, I wanted
Okay.
like a semicircle, essentially. Like,
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
says it keeps fog, smoke, other gases at bay. Any small creatures can't pass through it. Arrows, bolts, normal projectiles
Oh my god.
are deflected by it.
Okay.
Only siege equipment is unaffected, and then creatures in gaseous form can't pass through it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right.
And then I would like to just briefly tell Kalima, I'm sorry you don't know us, but we're here to help.
Okay. Very good. All right, Indigo?
Well, who's up next?
Delta.
Can I use steady aim and sneak attack in the same thing?
Yes. You just can't move.
That's
So are you getting line of sight? If so, you're going to need to move out. So remember, I kind of put you all here, but you're in this little room and there's a little wall you have to kind of run around to get out of.
Okay, well, I guess I'll run out.
Okay?
And so I can't use steady aim this turn.
Right. You can still do sneak attack. Well, you just need advantage on the attack. Here's what I'll do. He doesn't know you're there. I will, if you want to use your bonus action to hide, if you're successful and you beat his perception, then you get advantage on the attack from firing from a hidden position.
Well, I was wondering if I should get one of these guys instead.
Okay.
But,
What do we see?
yeah, I can't
So
really tell
these
what
are
it is.
massive. In this room, these are called ruin grinders. These are things that have been digging out caverns. You would have seen them anytime you go up and down the elevators down into the pillar drop. They're basically machinery, barely sentient, but they are digging out stuff. So they're designed to break rock. They're also huge.
What makes us think we're on Jordy's side? They're on Jordy's side.
They probably aren't on Jordy's side. They probably belong here because this is Kalema's sanctum.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll go for Jordy.
Okay.
Not this
What are you
little
gonna do?
massive
Fire
stuff.
I think I am going to do Firebolt.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I just roll that then.
Yep.
I got a 13.
A 13 to hit.
Yeah.
That is
I'm
not
gonna use my
bad.
inspiration then.
You can use your inspiration.
There you go.
There it is. Okay.
And hopefully...
And got a 23.
There we
Okay,
go.
that hits.
And so first I do 3d10, 12,
Okay.
and then because of my, oh, good gracious, okay, never actually used this. Wait, okay, so because of that,
You've never
then
used stink attack?
I've never used them both. Okay, 6d6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
I knew your thing.
Okay.
You want to use some dice?
No, I got it right
She's
here.
got it. She
Okay.
got it. Okay.
It does the math for us.
21.
Hard to
21.
Hard to
Okay.
get.
There we go.
So it's 33 points of damage from a cantrip. Well
Yes.
done.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
It goes through this wall of air, and because the fire is, it's oxygen. You see it kind of turn into this bigger kind of fireball as it hits him. It gets his attention even more so. You see him react not only to this, the two of you running around, this wall of air coming, and then this firebolt coming straight at him. You see this look of confusion on his face. But it does hit him, and it does look like it hurts. Delta, your turn.
Yeah.
Hi, hello, I'm here.
I did not roll a 1.
I can't hurt you.
I mean, you could try and find out.
No.
This is before.
I don't want to ruin my
But
face.
then he would remember.
I would like to maybe try charming person
Okay.
on Jordy.
Why not?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah,
All right.
at 4th level.
Stockholm.
Okay. So you fly around, and you look at Jordy.
You're in here.
Now he has to make a save, right?
I would like to let Clemma know I'm on his side.
Okay.
On your side.
He's like, what in the acid trip is happening?
But I say it, I don't make eye contact with him. But I let him know if he needs to make eye contact, I would.
What do I need to make for a save?
You do,
What kind of save is it? Is it wisdom?
wisdom.
Okay.
Is the snarl amplifying any of this?
No, because you're getting away from it. You need to be within 5 feet of it for it to amplify
And it's not
your
in the same
power.
room as Clemma, right? Because it's behind like a...
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a wall.
What did you roll?
That's
20.
not.
I rolled a
on the
20.
map,
Okay, that passes.
Okay. But you do see the magic as you kind of briefly make eye contact with them. You see this angry, confused, startled, like he's going through just a lot of emotions, and you see him in his kind of 25-year-old form. He's a little older than you remember. Like,
Hot?
I mean,
The hottest
Hey, I'm
version
hot.
of him.
Am I close enough to
Peak.
make eye contact with him?
like do you think he's hot? There's hot Jordy.
Honestly, yeah, it's a little red. It kind of looks like an Adam Brody.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Which,
He's grown up a little bit.
Would Adam Brody for sure. So,
Yeah.
Well, we got that on record.
Yeah. Can he make eye contact? Like,
No, I got my wall of wind.
He's
too.
definitely off.
it's wind.
Make a.
Isn't it cedar?
I'll say he'll make eye contact with you. Where are you going with this? What do you want?
I just want to let him know, Jordy, please listen. Stop what you're doing. I can
Okay.
explain,
Okay.
and I can make that my turn.
All right. Now this is just after one of your allies blasted him with fire.
Correct. Yeah.
So make a persuasion check.
Okay.
And Garrett, it's your turn. We'll see what he does on his turn.
19 plus 6, 25.
Ooh.
Very persuasive.
I bet I call him hot.
Yeah. He picked that
Yeah.
up telepathically from you just a little
You're
bit.
oozing subconscious hotness appreciation.
You're welcome, everyone.
Jordy, stop.
You there, Brian?
Yeah. Is it my turn now?
Yep, your
Okay.
turn.
Can I go in front of Kalema?
Sure.
Guard him, Daddy.
And I would like to
Said it out
use a
loud.
cantrip message to Jordy.
Okay.
And I'm going to double down kind of what Delta was saying but me being his friend, because all Geordies have a Garrett, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh God.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Jordan.
So he knows me. So I'm going to say,
Hey, man.
Jordy,
Buddy.
it's your friend Garrett.
With the
I can't let you hurt him. This has to stop. Let me help.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
So glad I'm helping people.
You're so glad you're helping people.
Have we considered that if we
Can I
don't
get
let
the
him
guidance?
kill Kalema, we're gonna break the timeline?
Yeah.
Or we're just not concerned with that?
I was wondering about the timeline also.
I'm gonna burn I burned an inspiration, and I'm gonna do a Tides of Chaos now.
Okay.
This is not going well for you.
It's only slightly better. 14?
14 persuasion. All right, we'll see what he does on his turn. Okay, but you're pleading with him to stop, is what I'm hearing you say.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Ovi.
I'm going to cast silence. 20-foot radius around him. So
Okay.
If he does try to cast a spell,
Okay, with verbal components, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can you still talk when you're in silence?
all sound, I believe, but no sound can be created within it.
You can't even fart in this thing.
I mean, you can
Silent
just
but
smell
deadly.
it, though.
Yeah. You can't be disgusted by
Only
it.
the worst aspect.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you got this wind blowing in your face. You're fine.
Yeah, that
All
was what I
right.
was trying to do. I fart in your general.
Is that it?
I put a wind wall.
Yes,
on.
that's,
So
that's my turn.
Garrett's trying to talk to Jordy and you just cast silence on Jordy.
It was telepathically, right?
Yep. Both of those were telepathic.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Hattie and Chessie.
Oh, Chess.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, so I'm just gonna stand here.
Okay, you're gonna stay. Do you want to stay behind here? Behind?
I don't know what we're doing or why we're doing it.
Okay. Do you want to hold your turn for anything?
Sure, if anybody tries to fuck me up, I'm gonna shoot him in the face with an arrow.
Got
There
it.
you are. There you go.
Got it. Sounds good. All right.
It's just survive most of the time.
I don't think this is such a bad idea.
So
We
I
didn't
want to
do
go
anything.
home. I don't want to be here. You guys are gonna ruin the timeline.
So you see Jordy stand up. He's now, like, the realization that all of you are here is starting to dawn on him. You get the sense that he doesn't, especially those of you that are highly perceptive, doesn't seem like he's seen you recently, but he's kind of piecing together it. And as soon as he sees Garrett, a lot of realization kind of comes across his face. You see him stand up. And where he had this defensive posture, he does hesitate. He pulls out this bottle that kind of has this netting around it, and inside there's this golden sand, and he opens it and pours it out. And then he moves insanely fast as he casts Time Stop through the bottle.
Does
What
it
that
require
means...
verbal?
He doesn't have to cast the spell. The item is casting
Damn.
this. But what he can do with his actions will be limited by this. And so what he essentially gets to do is take 4 turns in a row. Or he takes 4 actions in a row. Let me pull that. And
All 4 of them is to talk to me.
Yeah.
What's up? How you been? It's been a while. Oh no, I'm out.
you see... oh, God, I gotta look at these like spell components now. I was not prepared for silence here. Okay, he's gonna have to leave this silence to do this. You know what? Actually, the Ruin Grinders would have had a chance to go. You're gonna see them on their turn get closer, enter this space. Now, what do they need to do if they're in the wind tunnel?
Each creature within its area must make a strength saving throw. 3d8 of damage.
One of them...
The save is 16.
all right. One of them succeeds and one of them fails.
Alright, so 3d8. Can I borrow a d8?
Yep. I got you.
One takes 14 and one takes 7, whichever one saved.
Okay. However, they are going to... So this actually... Let me back up. This would have happened before he did the stopper. They do start to pummel him. They're each going to defend Kolema. None of them hit, though. Those were all really low rolls. So now you see Jordy stand up, pour this out. And you see him move impossibly fast. As a matter of fact, he moves so fast, it's more just like he appears in the new space. And I'm not going to really tell you how he gets there because you wouldn't know. And as soon as things come into clarity, you see surrounding Kolema these 4 pulsing, fiery balls of fire. And they are all around him. And he looks at Kolema, he looks at Garrett, and you get this sense that he's had more time than you've had over the last second to ponder some things. You get a sense of sadness, but also a sense of loyalty, Garrett. But he does look at Kolema, and he says, I've given you a chance, just like I've given them all a chance. And I'm tired of giving you chances. You see Kolema surrounded by these. He knows this is a spell called Delayed Blast Fireball, which means if Jordy ever loses concentration, 4 fireballs are going to simultaneously erupt, doing 12d6 damage apiece within a 20-foot radius sphere. And he looks at all of you, and he says, I don't know how you're here, but this is not your fight. We're going to take this back home. But that's the end of his turn, so he can't actually do anything else. You see Kolema taking in all of this is happening, all of you that is here, and you get the sense that he is assuming that you're students. You look like some of his students, and he actually moves into a protective stance around you. He is going to cast the spell, is it Scatter or Sequester? What's the one that teleports everybody away? Do you remember? I can't remember.
Well, I can look it up. But
It's one of those spells. That's the spell he casts. And basically what he does is he's getting you all to a safer location. So I just don't know if y'all have to make a save. Scatter.
I'm willing to do wisdom saving throw.
Everyone make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom. 17.
25.
Ooh, 25.
12.
Good
7.
grief. 7
7?
as well.
7?
I
Okay.
have good wisdom save.
Yeah. The DC, what'd you roll? 25?
Oh, wait, hold on.
And actually, Hattie, he wouldn't have seen you yet, so you don't actually need to make the save. So I would say it would be the 5 of you that he
Sorry,
can see.
21.
Who's smart now, guys?
Yeah, you are.
Did anyone roll over a 22? Okay. So this powerful force thrusts you all back behind all of these, kind of to safety behind the grinders back here. And he looks at Jordy and he says, it's time that you went home. This is not the time where you, this is not a time that can help you. And it's best if you leave my students alone. I will let each of you, tell me in general what you would like, how you'd like to respond. If you'd like to do another round of combat, you get the sense, I'll tell you, those of you that with high perception, Jordy is probably just going to time jump. You get the sense this is a lost cause, and he's not going to fight you guys and the Ruin Grinders all at once. So would you like to continue an assault or to reason with him, or what do you want to do?
Is he very obviously going to kill Kolema?
Not obviously. In fact, it looks like he's probably changing his mind on what his next course of action is.
So if he were to time jump, what happens to those fireballs that are floating in space?
Right.
Do you want to make an Arcana check? And
I will.
Yeah,
Can I
those
make an
of you who
Arcana check?
know.
Also, I'll do an Arcana check.
Both of you do it, just to make sure.
I was gonna Misty step like back in front of Kalema just so I call Jordy's bluff and be like, "Are you gonna kill me?"
26?
19.
This is a concentration spell. Every turn that it doesn't blow up, it gets more powerful.
I want to learn that spell.
Right?
Let's see.
What's
Each
level
creature
seven?
must make a dexterity saving throw. Blah, blah, blah. The spell's damage, blah, blah, blah. It lasts for 1 minute. So if it doesn't detonate in the next minute, it's going to go off. Unless someone dispels it or...
That's what I was wanting to do, is
Right.
try to dispel it.
You can try to dispel. There's 4 of them.
Oh, you're only going to do one? I can't, like, dispel his concentration of it?
These were 4 spells cast during the
gotcha.
time stop. So like I said, he got to do
And
4...
he moved, though?
And he moved. Because he gets
Alright.
4 actions during a time stop.
Alright.
So,
I would like to at least try to dispel one of the 4
okay. Here, I'll put these on
How are
here
you
for you.
going to do that?
with a dispel magic spell.
Sounds very magical.
Okay, so here's 4. What level are you casting Dispel Magic at?
3rd level.
Okay, this is a 6th level spell.
Maybe do one of the ones close
Actually,
to
I don't think Dispel Magic works that way. I think it just works, right?
It only works at spells lower. I have to do a DC save anything above.
The DC equals 10, so
It'd be
16.
16.
You need to make an Arcana check. Are you using your spellcasting ability?
spell
Is that
casting.
intelligence?
Would I know how?
Yeah.
So you'd add your not your attack modifier. It'd be add your
I'm gonna
intelligence
decide.
to your roll.
Are they like...
Oh, those are the same.
Okay.
I would like to cast telekinesis on Clamella and pull him towards us.
Okay.
Wow, just come... Not...
What'd you get?
I'm going
Right.
to burn my flash of genius just because I forget.
Would I...
18.
18. All right. So this one, which one do you want to dispel?
It doesn't matter. The one closest to us probably
Oh
in
my
the back
gosh.
one.
Right.
Um,
Telekinesis.
Okay.
how would I... I should know this if I can see them. How high are they?
How high? They're like hovering around his head, so 5 feet off the ground.
Would I know their trajectory? Like, do they have a target?
They're just sitting there.
When they go off, do they just explode?
Yes, out. 20-foot
Oh, okay.
radius.
Okay. Okay.
All right, telekinesis. What kind of save would Kalema need to make to decide if he gets moved or not?
To make an ability check when a spellcasting ability contested by the creature's strength check. But if he's willing to come, we're not fighting.
Yeah.
Is he trying to fight against me?
Well, he rolled a natural 1 on his strength check. So how far do you want to move him?
I was gonna move him just back to where we are.
Okay, back here. Okay.
Yep.
But not
I mean,
yet.
ideally out of the blast zone.
Right.
Is my ultimate
Yep.
goal.
Yep.
What's Hattie doing?
She's behind the wall technically in
That'll help.
the snarl room.
Then can I...
Garrett, I need you to. Let me think. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Can't roll anything greater than a 10. That is 15.
15.
No. He's hitting you.
Your tattoo erupts on your body and begins to burn up your arm and face. And you
That's right.
take 40 points of fire damage. And here's why you don't die, because Jordy did not state that this was his wish for the Auric. However, it's all about intentions, and you knew you are very clear on what he is trying to accomplish here with this threat. So I'm going to call this a half, and say you take damage instead of die outright.
Fair.
Because you are moving against his wishes. What I will say, though, is where you're located, I'm going to say he doesn't know who cast this spell. Okay?
Oh, great.
One guy.
All right? Who else? Anybody else want to take a turn?
I don't think I can really do anything.
I'm
Am I allowed to act against Jordy?
I mean, you just saw what happened to old
You would
G-Man.
both see Garrett get severely
Okay,
injured
so I
after
can-
he moves Kalema out of this way.
And I should not protect Chloe.
right before it looks like he's going to bounce. I am going to cast one more spell.
Okay?
I'm going to cast the Psychic Lance. He needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay?
16.
He rolled a 23.
What?
I didn't
Okay,
think you could
so
do
he-
anything too
He's
crazy.
going to take half at least, right?
Yes.
Protect us. So that protects him then.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping
100.
Wow, that's satisfying.
So many dice.
12.
We get 7? Wow, that's a lot of 6s.
Yeah. 10. Whoa.
It's a charger.
10, 10, 12.
I'm
35?
sure.
Yeah, so that's 18. 26. Let's say 34.
There you go.
34.
Right?
You see him grab his head and scream in pain as this lands. Is this like a you speak his name and it finds him
Yes.
situation?
Yes.
Oh, like dude from Guardian of the Galaxy. Just
And
got,
you
like,
see
the
him.
whistle.
You see him kind of stumble back into the wall, and immediately, as soon as his kind of eyes clear, you see him fold up into himself and time jump out of this scenario.
That could have incapacitated him.
Still well done.
Okay.
Oh, what's happening?
I'm also going to run over to my boy and cast Cure Wounds on him at 5th level.
Is Hattie gonna get fucked up? Or we're thinking this wall.
All
doesn't
of
protect
the
her?
fireballs, as soon as he leaves, all of the fireballs blow up. Hattie is protected behind the barrier, and you did successfully pull Kalema out of the 20-foot radius. You
At
get
what cost?
you
Great
feel
job,
hot.
lined up, Garrett.
You're hot?
It's hot. 3 fireballs back to back.
47
are you
points
okay?
of healing.
Woo!
47?
47.
Wow, LB.
Oh, wow. I only took
He's
40
feeling-
points of
I
damage.
don't have anything. Wow.
7.
I'll also tell you, because you reacted so quickly, you don't scar.
Oh, that would be kind of cool, though, wouldn't it?
I kind of wish I did have a scar,
Then
you
Jordy
know.
would know.
I just
Well, you want a scar?
I just point to
Narrative.
mine and I'm just like, damn it.
I don't know.
Mostly free. There's a
Feel like a badass, you
Just
know,
like a
6
cool amount of
scars.
scarring. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to Kalima next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk with Kalema next time.
Which is 2 weeks from now.
That's right. So, unfortunately, I am out next week. I have an out-of-town trip with work that I got to take, and I won't get back in time.
It's
Fair.
my half birthday. You're gonna miss it.
Oh, on
half
this
birthday.
On this of all days.
Wow. You could have.
The audacity.
I know, right? So, are we good to go then for the 13th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Stop recording.
And your battery lasts